Will the clerk treasurer read the roll call, please?
Councilmember Crum.
Here.
Councilmember Olson. Councilmember Armstrong.
Here.
Councilmember Martin.
Here.
Councilmember McDermott.
Here. Okay, request approval of the September 18th minutes.
So moved.
Second. Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Unfinished business, ordinance number 1740, 2023, an ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of Angola, Indiana, Speedway Professional Park Lot 1. Second reading. So moved.
I move that we, excuse me, Mr. Councilman Crum.
Would you withdraw that, please? Withdraw.
I move that we reject the proposal of the Plan Commission to rezone the parcel from AG to C2.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Jennifer, would you like to tell the council why we're recommending this?
Sure. Mr. Frederick contacted me a few hours ago and withdrew the proposal.
Jennifer, I'm sorry, can you, he withdrew. But we're moving ahead to do second and third, even though
No, we're canceling, we're terminating.
so we are not moving.
It dies with this motion, yes.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ordinance number 1741, 2023, an ordinance extending and increasing the corporate limits of the city of Angola, Indiana pursuant to the provision of Indiana Code 36-4-3-5.1 by annexing thereto certain territories contiguous to the city of Angola, the James Donald Wise Senior Revocable Trust property. Second, and we need third reading tonight.
Move to approve.
Second. A motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And we'll have third reading of ordinance 1741, 2023.
Move to approve.
Second. Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? New business. We will have a public hearing and we will open the public hearing regarding the 2024 budget, ordinance number 1742, 2023, an ordinance for appropriation and tax rates. We will open the public hearing now. Anybody that would like to speak, please go to the podium and state your name and address. Seeing no one jump to the podium, we will close the public hearing. And we need to do first reading of ordinance number 1742, 2023, ordinance appropriation and tax rates for 2024.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Ryan, would you like to briefly explain why the tax rate and the AV, why we're using the old AV numbers? We haven't.
Yeah, at the time when I prepared the ordinance last week, our AV had not been submitted and approved by the DLGF yet. So these tax rates actually reflect this year's budget using last year's net assessed value. Since that time, our assessed values have been submitted. And in looking at them, our assessed value did go up again this year about 2.8%. So actually this tax rate, which is about a almost 5 cent increase over last year's, this rate will actually be adjusted down when the DLGF approves our budget because they will be using this year's assessed value, which is actually higher. So this ordinance actually shows an increase in tax rates, but the increase won't be as high over last year. So.
It's standard that the DLGF hasn't accepted our, given us the assessment value. This time, I'm sure every city is doing this budget at the same time, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they just slow?
Net assessed values are supposed to be submitted by August 1st is the typical time so that we would have them. It has been later before, the last few years though, it's been.
But that's not a state, it's a state issue.
I'm not sure what the holdup was, but
It's not ours.
it's not our issue. No.
So Ryan, would it make sense for us to come back to this in the next 2 weeks when we have
No.
the actual values?
No, because we have a timetable that we have to have the budget approved by October 30th. So that only leaves us 2 meetings. We'll have to do second and third reading
Could
next.
do second and third at the same time. Are the adjustments significant enough to make it?
No, the rate's going down.
Okay,
And in fact, it's by the time the DLGF does what they do with the budget and their approvals, our rate ends up being lower than it usually is on the ordinance anyway. So as long as the rate's going down, we're fine.
Brian, correct me if I'm mistaken, but if we approve this rate, we cannot increase it. It can only go down.
Correct.
So it will not be any higher than what we're approving today. It can only go down.
Yeah, in fact, we want the rate on the ordinance probably to be higher than what the DLGF will approve, just to be sure that we get the rate that we need to capture our tax levy. So
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Report, clerk treasurer.
none for me, just a reminder that we plan on having budget adoption at the next meeting. So we will do second, third reading of that ordinance. So that's all I have.
Kim, anything in the law department?
No report.
Jennifer?
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone that was involved in Increase the Monument. I think all departments helped out in some way. Some preliminary numbers, we had 4,200 people attend. Of that, 343 were out of region, which is over 100 miles away. That's a 580% increase over 2022. Direct business sales were just under 35,000, which is a 29% increase from 2020.
Good. You call?
No report.
Sue, HR?
Nothing, sir.
How's everything in wastewater doing?
No, we're flowing downhill, that's good. No report.
Always counting on you for some comedy relief. How's things in the park?
They're good. Just that we've closed up our public survey, so we're getting ready to submit our first draft of our plan. And hopefully then we'll have the numbers out and we'll have some more public input sessions on what we found in our survey. So that should be coming up here in the near future. So.
Very good. Water?
No report.
Street?
No report.
Nothing. Amanda, engineering?
No report.
Chief?
No report, sir.
Okay, very good. Request approval of allowances of accounts payable voucher 65,037 through 65,249, totaling $591,671.54.
Hello.
Very good. Motion is second, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Any other new business? Hearing none. Next council meeting will be Monday, October 16th. We are adjourned. Thank you. This is the box.